Yeah. मैम थोड़ा लेफ्ट में जवान से तो यहाँ पे जैसे स्ट्रेट है सर एक बार लेते हैं
These questions might not be very interesting media-wise,
okay.
But these are the things I want to know about you.
All right.
And I'd like to ask. And I always think, how did this little girl in Nepal get to be in Bombay? How did you come?
It's a long story, and I think when I tell this story, other people might just get bored. So,
just the highlights. Okay, let me ask you this way. When did you feel that you want to act? And
I did a Nepali film.
Okay.
And during that time, it was like during my summer vacation, my mom's cousin, he's an FTI product.
Okay.
So he shot me for an ad film.
Mm-hmm.
And then that became like really popular. And then I got offered to do a Nepali film. I said, okay, what the heck, it's 1 month work. And so, but during that time, I kind of realized that I liked being in front of camera. And then I decided to come to Mumbai.
So when you came here, you already had people here?
Not really. I came not knowing anybody.
Okay.
But like I had Meena Iyer, who's a senior journalist. So she was my mom's friend.
Okay.
And so Meena agreed to take me to Shekhar Kapoor,
okay,
Boni Kapoor, and Rishi Kapoor, and then later on to Subhash.
Okay.
So these 3-4 people that I met, they all kind of saw me, and they kind of gave me a good vibe that
okay.
I could probably make it. In fact, Shekhar was the first one to sign me on.
Okay.
Within meeting me for 10-15 minutes, and he said, okay, you're on. Though that film never happened.
Which film was that?
That was Dushmani.
Achha.
But it was meant to be a different kind of Dushmani,
okay.
which he didn't direct. He directed another Dushmani with me.
Okay.
There's a lot of others. So that project is little, but I kind of 1 week's trip kind of made me realize that probably I had a chance.
And it's also very good that you met these extremely prolific and very right-minded people.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Especially, I think, Shekhar, because he has the eye. It's nice that, you met him. But then, the film that did get made was the one with Subhashji.
Yeah, the first movie was Subhashji's because there were 3 projects. With Boni Kapoor, it was a film called Prem. But during that time, Sanjay Kapoor and Tabu had walked out of the film, so there was a space. But Boni Kapoor had said, if Tabu comes back, then we prefer her because we've committed to her. And it was her some reason that she had walked out.
Okay.
And that, and actually the Tabu came back. And the other film was Rishi Kapoorji for Henna. And that time Zeba Bakhtiyar was already signed for it. And so he offered me to do Ashwini Bhavi's role, which is the second lead.
Right.
And I said, so I'm not comfortable doing second lead, so I refused that. And then I met Subhash Bhai, and it was quite interesting. Took a screen test, or maybe there was some music was playing, and he had a video, and he made me mind the songs. I had no clue what to do, but apparently, I was photogenic, and the camera liked me. And then the actually training ground began after I was signed. Me and Vivek Mushran both were signed before, and we were totally non-filmy, had no clue what we were getting into. But we got trained after we got signed for the film. So horse riding, dancing, everything, diction.
So Sunaina, you agree she's photogenic and camera-like?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you feel that while on screen? You know, sometimes.
Yeah. So when Maya Devi, the character, would not smile a lot. But there was one day when we shot and she had to smile. So a lot of people who were not working that day, Shreya, Madhya, the other girls, they came and they were sitting at the monitor. And when you open the window and you smile, then they were like, she's so beautiful. So yeah, our crew had that moment when everyone who was behind the monitor was like, looks so good. And that's the reaction we've been getting to that shot also.
And when you came in from, when you started working in the film industry, or when you were kind of meeting people, were there apprehensions in your mind about the film industry, about things that you'd heard, etc.?
Not me, but my family had. And my dad wasn't that keen for me to get into movies, and so wasn't my mom. And there was apprehension in the family. I didn't care about those things, and I have never cared. I don't know. I was much. I guess I was in awe of this trying to make it right and get into this whole then about the perception of what kind of industry it was.
How you look,
Yes.
and just Ek Ladki Ko Dekha or Rinjim or all the songs of the film. My personal favorite from that film is Kuch Na Kaho.
Oh
This
yeah,
song.
I love that song. I love that song.
The music and also the picturization on that swing and all of that. And how it suddenly from reality goes into a zone which is not real, but you like it, you want it to be more melodramatic.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Was it tiring to work in those songs?
Not one bit.
Okay.
Not one bit. I don't remember getting tired ever. In fact, everybody had so much of energy, so much of enthusiasm. We used to sometimes wake up like 3, 4 in the morning and get ready and walk the hill 1-2 hours of uphill and get that magic light.
This was in Dalhousie, right?
Dalhousie. So a lot of efforts were being made, but I think everybody had that josh to do it right. And there were days when Vinod was not around on the set, we were like doubly more excited about, okay, now we're going to show him that we can do so there was a good feel and good energy, and everybody was working. And after pack up, we all would be talking about it. So I think everybody was involved in that project a lot.
That's how it, I think, works, no? In
Yeah.
movies, anything that is good is always collaborative.
Yeah.
So then, after so many years, why Maya?
Well, the script was brilliant, and Imtiaz, I was actually waiting for a good script, and I had decided that something really meaningful, different, I would like to explore, or I would rather sit at home.
Okay.
So when Mukesh Chabra gave me, he called and he said, there's a good script, why don't you go through it? And I did that. After finished, I really wanted to meet the director, and
Who's also the writer.
And after meeting her, I just knew that she has it in her to make a good film, because she was taking names of the right kind of people, the right kind of vision, and so I knew that.
Lucky.
Well trained.
No, while she was working with me, she was thinking that I'm making all the mistakes and it's up to her to correct it and hold me to the right path. We were talking about her. So then while working with her, did you feel that somehow this is different from the movies that you worked before?
I got a feeling that it had a different setup. और जैसे कि पूरा जो हवेली है और उसमें एक औरत अपने आप को बंद करके रखी हुई है 20-30 साल के से, so all that whole premise of the story was very new, and सबसे मुझे एक एक अच्छा चीज़ क्या लगा, एक तो वो फ्री ब्यूटीफुल फ्लो था स्टोरी में, जो ending, the way it ends, I love that because it has such a good feel good factor in it. So all that.
Do you like being in the mountains?
I love being in the mountains. Absolutely. When we were shooting in Shimla, I was going on hiking and discovering different routes and in the woods. I love being in the mountains.
Shimla is really special. I feel that when you go there, you feel really bogged down by the parking problem type issues. But then beyond that, it's really very nice.
You've shot so much in Shimla.
Yeah, we've shot together in Shimla as well. One movie, right? So it's been a few years since you've acted before, and now, do you feel that things have changed?
Yes, I feel things have changed a lot, and for better.
Okay.
And this is again, ये मेरी observation है कि कभी आजकल प्रोफेशनलिज्म कुछ ज़्यादा है, डिमांड भी एक्टर्स और एक्ट्रेसेस के ऊपर कुछ ज़्यादा ही है.
Are you referring to something in particular?
जैसे कि प्यार वो जो हम करते हैं, कुछ ये नया है, ये उस वक्त इतना करते थे लेकिन इतना नहीं करते थे. और मुझे लगता है कि आजकल टू परफॉर्म राइट और हर एक स्टेप को थोड़ा सा नपा तोला, to say the right thing, to be seen in the right place, to do it right is become like a responsibility here. उस वक्त मुझे लगता था कि थोड़ा सा लोग गलतियाँ माफ़ कर देते थे, तो थोड़ा इजी था. तो बट हैविंग सेड दैट, शायद इसी के कारण आजकल जो फिल्में बनती हैं उनकी क्वालिटी थोड़ी बेटर है. और सिनेमा में आई फील रियलिज्म has taken more space than melodrama, and performances, some great performers, good performers are very natural and organic rather than melodramatic expressions.
जी, बट आपका जो स्टाइल था जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारे लोग आपसे कुछ ज़्यादा ही प्यार करते हैं, वो थोड़ा टेंडेड टू बी टुवर्ड्स रियलिज्म, बिकॉज जो सारी आपकी बहुत ही अच्छी जो मुझे पर्सनली लगती है 1942 या बॉम्बे या बंसाली's फिल्म खामोशी एंड many others that you come, but वो जो फिल्में they I think set you apart from everybody else, at least for me. But those were realistic films, और at least आपने जिस तरह से परफॉर्म किया है वो बहुत ही रियलिस्टिक था. तो आपको कभी ऐसा लगता है कि ये वक्त शायद आपके लिए ज़्यादा सूटेबल है अभी का वक्त?
Absolutely. I love this phase. I love this phase because of this. And also आजकल जो फिल्में बनती हैं वो भी मुझे बहुत पसंद है.
अच्छा.
तो I think I was meant for this.
yeah. I also say the same thing. Ahead of her times, she was always in her choices.
Yeah.
Choosing those films which this generation loves so much.
And also not only choosing, also
performing,
doing it that way.
Yeah.
Because आपकी वजह से एक टर्म आया था फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में, नो मेकअप लुक.
वो बहुत मुश्किल से मैंने एक्सेप्ट किया था, क्योंकि जब मैं बॉम्बे फिल्म कर रही थी उस वक्त मैं चुप के आई वाज स्टिल ट्राइंग टू पुट मेकअप ऑन, बट Mani used to catch me right there and he would ask me to remove it right there. So and then that when
because उनको लग रहा होगा कि मतलब sometimes what happens, Manisha, and I think this must be the case with Mani sir also, कि on this face, on Manisha's face, अगर मैंने कुछ add कर दिया तो it is actually like Shakespeare said, taking away from it. Because उनकी वजह से. तो आपने कोशिश की थी छुपा के
मेकअप करना, लाइक मैं टेक रेडी हो रहा तब तक मैं कोने में जाके I'll put my makeup, some काजल, something I'll do, and but चोरी हमेशा पकड़ी जाती है हमेशा.
ये वो वाला शॉट था क्या जो दिल से गाने में क्लोजअप है? वो वाला शॉट था? बहुत सारे शॉट्स
दो तीन जगह मैंने कोशिश की, बट उसमें एक भी
करने नहीं दिया गया. तो कितना परसेंटेज है फिल्म का जिसमें मेकअप नहीं है बिल्कुल?
Mostly, I think, except the songs, maybe in certain songs, कहना ही क्या, I put a little bit of.
Because वो तो खैर you're
I
supposed to
dressed
have gone
up
out,
and
yeah.
all that.
जी.
But otherwise, I think 90-95%.
Wow. And एकदम ही extreme close-up थे उसमें. Because वो जो दिल से की शॉट की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ मुझे याद आ रहा है, it's from Shahruk's point of view, and it's like just your eye on screen. It's
Yeah.
almost that, and there's no nothing of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Beautiful cinematography. Also.
Yeah, brilliant. काफी
That was Santosh. काफी क्या कहते हैं?
The landscaping also in Ladakh and was beautiful.
Yeah. तो I think बहुत सारे लोगों की favorite film है वो. And उसके बाद ये I think what Manisha was trying to do with Sufism and love being just a different animal.
Yeah.
Shahrukh was also very different in that film.
Yes.
So how was that man at that time?
As ever, I think he's been the same. Except I think with Manisha, everybody gets little, so kind. But I mean, he's full of energy and he's full of enthusiasm and he's a great guy to work with. You just finished a work with him.
But you can also say bad things about Shahrukh. I won't tell him.
No, he's been an absolute pleasure.
Because he, when he came to know that you're doing a movie, he was very happy. And I've told you before that. And then he started talking about you and said so many good things about you. So many good things. And since we were talking alone, there was no need for him to, be diplomatic. Really, very wonderful things about you. And one thing that he kept saying about you is how genuine you are, or how pure you were when he worked. So.
Yeah, he used to be very protective, and he used to advise me a lot. So how to be.
Why did he advise you? Why did he think you needed his advice?
Well, he probably felt, she's not getting it right.
Not working hard enough?
No, I was too casual. Too, ठीक है ना, ठीक है, like that. So he wanted me to get it right.
So at that point of time, was that your reputation in the industry that इसको इतनी पढ़ी नहीं है, she doesn't care?
I guess so. I don't know. I also didn't care.
Nice.
I was happy doing few films, and
Achha.
I was actually whenever I would get a role to do with Manisha or a good director, then I would be like 700. Then I'm going to be putting my 100%. But I was churning films after films after films after films after
सब
films.
बहुत काम भी कर देते ना सब. Like Shahrukh tells me double shift, triple shift things to do. Yeah.
Exactly.
कैसे करते थे?
Exactly. So वो करते करते भी थोड़ा सा क्या कहते हैं कि एक complacent attitude आ जाता है. तो वो था.
But आपका एक थोड़ा bohemian attitude भी सुना है मैंने.
है bohemian gypsy. I have that. I'm basically that. So.
How? What do you mean?
It's I'm basically a seeker. I like to understand things. I like to know things beyond films and stuff like that.
Give me some example of what you'd like to know with beyond films.
Okay, see, for me, right now, I'm doing this, which is promoting the film, fully involved, and I'm trying to give my best shot at this. But I'm waiting for the film release. Right after that, I'm just taking off into the mountains. So I'd like to just be with the nature, be in a totally different setup. For me, I also equally get excited when I sit and talk for hours and hours and hours with some sage or a saint or a fakir or So I have a bit of a mind which is curious to understand different people, different ideas, see different life, travel, and I feel 100% comfortable in most of the situation. I don't feel out of the place anywhere. So.
But also, you don't want to anchor anywhere.
Yes and no.
I don't mean it in a personal or a negative way.
I know. I have questioned that. I've questioned that bit, but I've started anchoring now mostly in myself, and rather than anything else, it's internal holding on. And
because you always have that.
Yeah.
This conversation will become exclusively interesting only for us very soon. So that's why. Yeah.